Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on where you're watching me from. I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank all my returning subscribers. May God bless you all. I want to talk about this popular gospel singer who just passed on yesterday, Osinachi Nwachukwu. May her soul rest in perfect peace. There are so many rumors that has been going on the internet that she died of throat cancer. She died of a domestic violence abuse in her marriage. In fact, I was so surprised because I tell people, whenever you are going through an abuse, a relationship that is full of abuse, you don't even need to wait for anybody to tell you to run. You have to use your two legs to run. But it surprises me because Africans, we have this kind of mentality. We don't want people to laugh at us. We don't want the world to see that our marriage has failed. Now you are gone. Will the marriage not continue? Some people, they do it because of the church they belong to. When I divorced my husband, what will the church say? And even the pastors, they encourage them. When you are gone, will the church not move on? My dear people, you guys, you have to have a rethink. Whatever you are passing through in your marriage, it is just you alone that knows what you're passing through. Then I want to ask the founder of this church, Dynamics. Founder of Dynamics. This woman was a member of your church. Were you the one who encouraged her to stay in this marriage, all in the name of God? All in the name of serving God? When I went through a lot of her telephone chats with some of her colleagues, I felt so much pain in my heart. Why do churches encourage people to go to their early graves? Because she was under your canopy? Because she was singing for you? But you guys, you call yourself prophets. You call yourself men of God. That you see from heaven to earth. Why were you not able with your spiritual power to fix this woman's marriage? You can see the deceit. You can see how Nigerians are being misled with Christianity. This woman would have still been alive if she had listened to herself. If she had listened to what she was facing. It was she alone that was facing it. She didn't. She cries to Daddy Gio to listen to her problem. And what does she get back? You don't have to leave. God will solve it for you. There is God. I believe there is God. But there are some things that are not meant to be. Because of Christianity, a lot of people, they lost their lives untimely. Because of churches, people lost their lives. Because I don't want anybody to see that, yes, I left my husband as a Christian. How about if that marriage was not meant to be? How about if it was not God that sanctioned that marriage? Do you guys think about that? How about if that marriage was by force? The hand of God was not upon that marriage. Do you guys think about that? If this woman had left the church, divorced this man, people would rant. But she never thought about if the hand of God was not upon this marriage. I want to read what one of her colleagues wrote. He spoke out. His name is Frank Edward. He said, and I read, one time in the studio, this man slapped her, that is Osinachi, in the studio, just because she wanted to record the song in Igbo against his will. She did not do things on her own. This is sad, my people. So this woman was going through pain, and people knew about it. Nobody spoke about it. Nobody came out to speak. Now she's dead. She's no more. People are talking what they saw, what they experienced. Why did the people not come out to let the world know what this woman is facing? I'm sure this would have helped her. This would have saved her life. Because if somebody like this, a colleague who was also a singer, if you could come out now, you Frank Edwards, to tell everybody what Osinachi was going through, why didn't you do it earlier? This is African typical mentality that caused a lot of brutality into our lives. We see things, we keep it. We hear things, we keep it. Nobody want to speak because you are afraid. No freedom of speech. If you say it now, Peter, Osinachi's husband, might arrest you, might think you want to break her home. But who has the final say? It is you, this woman, that is into the violent marriage, that is into this abuse. It is you that have to make your step. It is you that have to take a walk out of it, so that other people will support you, because that is African mentality. You have to take the step. People don't speak. But in a civilized world, when somebody is going through domestic violence, when people notice it around, they speak for you, because it might be a threat. The man might be threatening you. You might be afraid to speak out. But when people notice it, like people like his colleagues who notice all this, they were supposed to speak. They would have saved this woman's life. I really pity her. I pity her children. There was even one case that I read, that there was a time this man tied her down and asked the children to flog her. Oh my God. What an abuse. There is a saying that says, it is not all that glitters that is gold. So when we see her sing, when she comes out, we think all was well with her. We never knew that she was going through pain. She was going through sorrow. She was going through trauma. All because she doesn't want people to laugh at her. All because she doesn't want people to see that her marriage was a failure. But I tell you people today, if it is true that this woman was killed by her husband, if it is true she suffered this pain because of the beating that was given to her, justice for Osinachi. Justice for her. And it's going to be a big lesson to women and men suffering the same thing. Because yes, some men, they suffer violence too, domestic violence from their wife's hand, and they cannot speak. You cannot speak. They cannot speak. They keep it to themselves. They go through all this pain. They go through all this trauma because they are afraid to talk. If you are afraid to talk, You are not doing yourself good. The best for you is walk out of the marriage. If you are a man, if you are a woman, if you're in an abusive relationship, don't wait for anybody to tell you. Don't wait for any pastor, just the way this woman has suffered, that he told her everything will be all right. God is coming from heaven to solve the problem in the marriage. Because the man has already made up his mind that this is what he's going to be doing to this woman. He's going to put her in bondage. I ask you today, are you going through the same thing Osinachi is going through now? Set your heart. Please walk out of that marriage. It is not for you. If a man loves you, he does not need to handle you like this. He doesn't need to brutalize you. Instead, he will show you love. He will show you care. And if you think because of your children, you want to be going through all this, when you passed on, the children will leave. If you do it because of a church, because you are the head of the church, because you sing for that church, the church will move on. You are gone. But if you take a bold step to decide for yourself, you will live longer and you will have peace. If this man, if this woman has taken this bold step and move out of this marriage, at times culture, African culture, is a problem to Africans. Why did I say that? Some certain culture, when you divorce your husband, they see you as a loose woman. I don't think that is right, because the world has changed. It has changed. So if you, because of your culture, because of your village people, you want to be in an abusive marriage, you will cut your life short. So when she comes out to sing with that her sweet voice, the voice that drops like rain. So she was singing out her pain to the world, but we did not understand. She was singing her trauma to the world. Nobody could see it. But look at what this young woman, who still had so many years to live, look at what she has gone through. Look at how she ends. She shouldn't have begun like this. But because she did not listen to her instinct, it was glaring. It was very glaring. You were in a control freak marriage. A marriage where a man wants to dictate everything for you. You don't have a say of your own. If you want to talk, then the next thing is for him to put you out in the way he feels he can. He should have gone to box with men, not with a wife. That would have been better for him. He should have his muscles. He should have gone to flex with other men, not with a woman. But look at what silence has cost this woman. I feel her pain. I feel the pain she was going through, and I advise anybody going through this, don't look at your church. Dynamics is on. It's going on. He's going to get another singer who has advised this woman to be in this relationship till now, because that's what they do. They call it counseling. Church has contributed a lot of problems to human life. You counsel the wrong thing. You should tell God to open up your eyes. Do you think God will give you something that will send you to early grave? No. He said he's a God of love. If you now start to get the other side of it, that is not of God, and you see them canceling things that they see that is not of God, at the end of the day, this is the end. But Do Not Mix today has moved on. Another singer will come after a few days. This man, Peter, Ochinazi's husband, will continue and marry another wife. But who will suffer it? Her children. Maybe they are young ones inside. Who needs mother's love? Who needs somebody to, to advise them? Who needs a mother to direct them till they are able to stabilize themselves? But all this is gone. Pull out of an abusive relationship. Don't wait till you see your grave. Don't wait till you're gone. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Do not fail to turn on your notification bell in case I drop any video. You will be the first to watch it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.